Hello everyone, have a tech tip for you today. I want to show you how you can embed an assignment into your Canvas classroom. If you click on the class that you want to go to and you go to calendar, I want to show you what I was doing before, and this just kind of saves a step for you. If you click on my agenda here, you're going to see that normally what I would do is I would have the assignment here that I would link and I would have it copy, so the student had to make a copy of it. And then on the bottom here, I had a turn in. So on the turn in, the student would click on that and it would take him to the submission. What I was finding with this was that students sometimes were turning in the wrong assignment. So especially when you have two of them like this, sometimes they have an issue. So what I did is I'm going to embed that assignment on a cloud assignment onto Canvas. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to the day that I'm going to use it, and I'm going to do on the 20th here, just so it's over on the side, and I'm going to have a fake assignment, okay, and I'm going to do more options, and when I go down here, I can insert the points, the assignment, and I want this to be a external tool, okay. Now, if I'm going to do this and add a rubric, what I would do is I would do an online tool first. I give them the number of attempts that they want, and then I'm going to assign this to a student. And you can do all your students. I'm just going to do one. That way it's a little bit easier for me to do, and it doesn't get sent out to everybody. Okay, I'm going to make this here. That way we can give it a shot and we can see it. Okay, so I'm going to create the assignment. I'm going to save, and I'm going to publish it. Okay, and I'm going to have that go away. Now, if I want to add a rubric, this is how I have to do it. If you don't want to add a rubric, you don't have to do it this way. There's an easy way to do that. So I'm going to go to my assignment here, and then I can add my rubric in here. So I hit my rubric, and we'll make another video on how to create a rubric. But if you use rubrics, this is the way you're going to do it. You're going to have it be an online submission first, and then you're going to go back and change it. So make my rubric and save it. And then what I want to do is I want to go into my edit once it's saved. And now what I want to do that the rubric is there is I want to change this to external tool. And the external tool, it's going to say find. You're going to hit find. And I'm going to do a Google Drive Cloud assignment. So I'm going to click on here, and this is going to have all of my assignments. And I'm just going to choose a random one. I don't have one particularly for this. But let's say that I want to do this student resource sheet on here, and I'm going to submit. Okay. Now, as I go down here, I'm going to see that that is in my Google Drive. So I'm going to press select. And if I wanted to load in a different window, you can do that. But I usually just have it load in the same window so that students are there. I'm going to hit select. Okay. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to save. Okay. Now, when I go to that particular assignment, what I would do is I show the student that they have this here. Okay, now they can type directly in here if they want. Okay, student can type in here. Okay, or the student can click on here. This is exactly what I tell my students to do. They go onto here and then they can use this, okay, to type into. And what you'll notice is at the very top of this, where it says the assignment, it says that students will receive a copy of this document that they can modify for their assignment submissions, okay? So they're gonna do all of it in here. And on theirs, there's gonna be a submit button over here so that they submit directly in here. So when a student clicks on here, they can make the changes on here in this window. Makes it a little bit easier. And I let them know that they can zoom in or zoom out. Makes it a little bit easier. I go to my assignment, and then over here on the side, it's gonna say submit. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit easier. They're going to submit directly on there. They don't have to attach it, try and find the right one. Makes it a little more difficult. However, let me tell you how I would have the students make sure that their drive is accessible, because I did have this happen to me. Have them go over to the side and hit Google Drive. When they go to Google Drive, most of them, if they've been using Canvas, will have all of their documents show up here. If not, it will say log in. And log in, the very bottom, it'll say authorize. And all they're going to do is that one time they're going to authorize it, and it's going to show for that particular student. It's going to show all of their stuff. Okay. So again, if they are doing this, they can have the submit button directly in there. They can make changes. It's in their Google Drive, and then they'll go back and just submit directly on the page. Pretty easy process. It saves some of the issues with students turning in the wrong assignments. It's also cool to have it embedded directly in there so that the kids can go directly to it and don't really have to navigate away from the screen. Thank you for watching this tech tip. If you have any questions, please email us. We'll be happy to make another tutorial for you. Have a good day.